Is the US about to slam Canada with tariffs again? Buddy, that's your groceries, your car, even your beer getting more expensive overnight if Ottawa screws this up. And guess who's stuck in the middle? Mark Carney. Yeah, our Prime Minister is shaking hands in Mexico while Washington sharpens the tariff knife. This is not just a boring trade story buried in the back pages of the Globe and Mail. This is whether you can afford steak at Costco next month, whether your boss freezes hiring, whether that 12-pack of Molson suddenly costs more. Stick with me because by the end of this, you will see just how close we are to a full-blown trade war. What's happening now? Here is the play. Carney just flew to Mexico to cozy up with our so-called partners. Why? Because Washington is once again dangling tariffs over our head like a hockey ref waving a penalty. And it's not just one or two industries on the chopping block. We are talking autos, agriculture, manufactured goods, the lifeblood of Canadian exports. Think about it. Nearly 70% of what Canada sells abroad goes straight south of the border. So, if Uncle Sam slaps tariffs on Canadian goods, we bleed, period. And buddy, you know the US is not shy about weaponizing tariffs. Earlier this year, they floated a 35% tariff wall. 35%. Canada retaliated back then. We hit back with tariffs of our own on beer, ketchup, toilet paper, you name it. Trade wars get real stupid real fast. Now, here is where it gets juicy. The Americans are saying follow every rule of USMCA or pay up. That's code for bend to our will or get punished. Trump's team knows exactly what they're doing. Tariffs are not just about economics. They're about politics, about looking tough to voters back home. And who gets caught in the crossfire? Canadians, workers, families, small businesses. It's deja vu of the softwood lumber fight, the steel disputes, the dairy wars. Except this time, the stakes are bigger because inflation is still biting, because interest rates are yo-yoing, and because Canadians are already stressed to the breaking point. So, Carney is scrambling. He's peeling back some of our own retaliatory tariffs to show good faith. Translation, he's on defense, not offense. And Washington smells blood. Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Subscribing to my channel is not going to cost you anything, but it does help me big time. Thank you. Now back to our topic. What it means for you. All right, let's drag this down from Ottawa and Washington and talk about you. If tariffs go live, your wallet takes the hit. Cars, more expensive. Parts, pricier. Repairs, forget it. Food, imported goods, jump. Restaurants pass the cost to you. And don't think Canadian producers are safe. If they get blocked from the US market, they dump products here at home, but at higher prices to cover losses. It's inflation all over again, just wearing a new jersey. Your boss might freeze hiring, your union contract suddenly under pressure, your grocery bill another $50 a week. And if you are in manufacturing, if you are working in auto parts, machinery, or food processing, buddy, you are the one getting squeezed hardest. This is not just about Ottawa versus Washington. It's about Windsor, Oshawa, Winnipeg, Vancouver. It's about families already stretched thin, staring down another economic gut punch. Mexico as the side plot. And don't forget Mexico in this little love triangle. Carney is betting on Mexico to team up against the US in the 2026 USMCA review. Smart move? Maybe. But let's be real. Mexico will always chase what's best for Mexico, as they should. If they get a sweeter deal from Washington, Ottawa's handshake won't mean squat. We have seen this play before. When the US pits up against each other, Canada versus Mexico, Washington walks away with the win. So, Carney's gamble is risky. He is leaning on Mexico to stand with us when push comes to shove. But Mexico got its own pressure: migration, fentanyl, cartels, oil exports. If Trump waves a carrot, don't be surprised if Mexico cuts a side deal and leave Canada hanging. The warning lights. So, is the trade war guaranteed? Not yet, but the warning lights are flashing like a check engine light on a rusty Ford. Tariff threats are back on the table. Carney is scrambling to build alliances. And the Americans, they have got the hammer because we send them 70% of every export dollar we make. That's the leverage. And don't kid yourself. Washington knows. What happens if tariffs land? Supply chains snap. Prices climb. And Ottawa faces the impossible choice: retaliate and risk escalation, or back down and look weak. Everyday Canadian angle. Buddy, let me put this in plain English. If tariffs go live, it's not politicians paying the price. It's you. And I'm sure you know it. It's you at Canadian Tire wondering why the price of tires just doubled. It's you at Loblaws watching the beef prices climb. It's you realizing a six-pack of Bud now costs the same as a steak dinner? And it's you, the everyday Canadian, who gets stuck in the middle while Ottawa and Washington slap each other silly. This is not abstract. It's not some academic debate. It's your wallet. It's my wallet. Our jobs. Our family dinner table. Here's the kicker. And I am not making this up. According to Reuters, Carney admitted Ottawa already had to remove many retaliatory tariffs because our goods did not meet USMCA compliance. So, while Washington talks tough, we are already retreating. And if that does not worry you, buddy, I don't know what will. Because if you show weakness in a trade fight with the US, they don't ease up. They push harder. Bottom line, a new trade war might not have fired the first shot yet, but the rifles are loaded. Carney's trip to Mexico is not about photo ops. It's about survival. So, here is my question for you. Should Ottawa hit back hard with retaliation, or play nice and hope Washington backs off? Drop your answer below, because this is not just a government story. It's a Canadian survival story. And buddy, if tariffs come down, it won't be Carney or Trump paying the bill. It will be you and me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.